Yes, sir. Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This video is going to be short, simple, and straight to the point, but I definitely want to go ahead and give you guys some fantastic information here. So let's just go ahead and get right into this, right? So what do we know for now, right? We know that the Fed has pretty much telegraphed 75 basis points, and the market is currently pricing that in. What do I mean by telegraph? Well, the Fed basically leaked. At least that's what a lot of people think, and I think so too. They basically leaked to the market that they are planning on hiking rates 75 basis points instead of the previously agreed upon 50 basis point hike, 50 basis points for the rate hikes, right? So the market, it seems to me that the market seems to be pricing that in, which can be a good thing, but here's what I'm starting to actually worry about, right? I think that there is a possibility that the Fed could go as far as 100 basis points. And I know that sounds insane. It's like, whoa, how do we go from 50 to 100? Well, inflation reaching a new record high will do it, right? So I do think that's on the table. I think that's possible. I think, for those who don't know, FOMC is tomorrow. FOMC meeting, Jerome Powell speaks. I personally believe that there is a small possibility that he could do 100 basis points. Probably won't happen, but there's a small chance. And if he ends up doing that, he just comes out and shocks the markets. You can expect more of you all's favorite song, Mother She Wrote. Mother She Wrote. Yeah, that's right. Your portfolios are, and mine too, is going to continue to get Murder She Wrote, right? So that's what you've got there. We almost certainly, and let me make this very clear, right? Because at this point, what happens tomorrow doesn't even really matter that much in a way, and I'm going to tell you why. Because guess what? If he does 75 basis points and the market, and it turns out that the market did price that in, and the market rallies, who freaking cares? I think it's very apparent now. I think a lot of people who were bullish and still bullish back when the S&P was at 4,000 and still buying a dip, I think everybody has woken up now and smelled the coffee and realized that we're in a bona fide bear market. And I think everybody is cautious now. So I don't think I have to give you guys the whole spiel of why buying stocks is absolutely stupid. I know that's so straightforward and blunt, but it's just the truth. I'm sorry. Hate to be mean, but what can you say? I think a lot of you guys get that, and that's good. It's good. We're all learning together, right? It's all a learning process. That's what it's all about. You guys know the only beef I have is with the YouTube grifters. No, none of you guys. I really want you guys to prosper and do well. That's why this YouTube channel exists. So we have FOMC tomorrow. Be a very interesting event. I have no idea what he's going to say or what he's going to do. If you want my gut feeling, my gut tells me they're probably just going to do 75 basis points. I wish they would do 100, to be honest with you, because I want inflation to go away and I want it to go away quickly. And if they have to force us into a recession to do that, so be it. Which at this point, it's pretty obvious that we're 100% going to get a recession, so nothing they can do anyway. I just want inflation to go away personally. I'm sick of it, to be honest. So yeah, in terms of the market, there's really not a whole lot to talk about left because I think you all kind of understand the picture, right? Like, I think we all kind of get it. The Fed is hiking interest rates. Bad. The Fed is going to have to get more aggressive and hawkish. Bad. Inflation is going higher. It's not peaking. It's not going lower. It's actually going higher. Absolutely terrible. Dumb people on YouTube with huge followings are still telling people to buy stocks. So there's that. But I think you guys are really getting it. So for me, the big event tomorrow is definitely going to be something to watch. And what I'm going to pay attention to, believe it or not, is not exactly necessarily going to be Jerome Powell's speech. Obviously, I will be listening to a speech. But more importantly, I want to know what they plan to hike rates at. That's what I need to know. Are you going to do 75 or are you going to do the dumb old 50, which would be stupid? Or are you going to go super hawkish Paul Volcker and do 100, right? That's what we want to see. So I want to make something very clear too. I do not want to leave you guys without saying this. The market literally has went straight down. It literally went from like 4,000. The S&P went from 4,000 to like 3,700 in a matter of days. So we will get another bear market rally, but there's no doubt about it. We're in a bear market. And if you don't understand how bear markets work, I suggest you either go on YouTube or Google and you research the history of bear markets. I do have a few videos where I talk about bear markets and a little bit of the history as well as history of recessions and things like that. But bear markets are brutal. They're nasty. and they tend to trick bulls often because what you guys saw just a few weeks ago when I kept telling everybody not to buy stocks, that's normal in bear markets. Markets will rally like crazy because they were so oversold, and then that's how the bears get trapped. They're like, oh, the bear market's over. It's a bull market now. Oh my God. And then they find out real quick, no, it's just a bear market rally. It was just a bear market bounce. And we're going to get more of those. We'll get another one. But you don't want to get tricked and get your hopes up. You want to remain patient. You want to remain careful. And you want to remain disciplined. And what we are practicing here on this channel has nothing to do with being right or ego or anything like that. It's just having discipline and being patient. The time will come, right? There are definitely some stocks that I've closely got my eye on. You know, the Disneys of the world, the Starbucks of the world, Bank of America. Those are some of my favorite stocks that I've been looking at closely. But I'm not ready to pull the trigger yet. So we'll continue to wait. At least I will continue to wait. But in terms of everything going on, best believe I'm continuing to pay attention. And you're going to want to do that too. You are definitely going to want to pay attention to everything going on. And everybody keeps saying the Fed's going to reverse, the Fed's going to pivot. I want to make something very clear about that. If the Fed reverses or pivots, that kind of will basically be the bottom of the market, to be honest with you. The Fed comes out of nowhere and says we're done raising interest rates. We think things are fine. The stock market is going to like that a lot if that ever happens. I don't think it'll happen anytime soon, but I'm just giving you guys a scenario. And if the Fed, which would be crazy and bad, but if they somehow, I'll just give you guys a hypothetical scenario, so don't take this too serious, right? But I'm just giving you guys a scenario that is extremely unlikely to happen. If the Fed came out and said, we're going to stop quantitative tightening, we're going to stop raising interest rates, and we're going to do quantitative easing again, which would, of course, be bad for the long term, but for the short term in the markets, they would rally to. You know, if that were to happen. Obviously, there's no way that's going to happen. I highly doubt that'll happen, but I just want to throw that out there, right? And so, that's my thoughts, guys. This video is approaching 7 minutes. I didn't even mean for it to be that long, but there's you all's update for today. There's really not a whole lot to talk about. The only thing that's important that's coming up tomorrow is FOMC, which is going to be a big boy event. It's going to be very interesting to see, but regardless of what happens, I don't care if they raise rates 50 basis points, 75 basis points, 100 basis points. I don't care if the market rallies. I am still personally going to remain patient. I still think we're at the beginning of the bull market. I still think we have a lot more pain to go. I think this is going to be a painful summer. I think next month's CPI is going to be worse than this current month's CPI. And by that, I mean the June CPI. So keep an eye out for that. Stay invested. Once again, I want to leave you guys with this last message that I always preach on here. Please, for the love of God, take care of your mental health. Money is not everything. Yes, money is important, but it is not everything. You know, if you're healthy, you're happy, you're alive, try to be more thankful. Try to take care of your mental health and understand that whatever hardships you're going through, no matter whether you lost a bunch of money, you lost your job, whatever's happening in your life, you will bounce back. And this is coming from somebody who had a lot of hardships in their life and bounced back. So just make sure you prioritize your mental health. You know, if you feel like you're getting overwhelmed by all this stock stuff in these markets, just take a break. Go for a walk. Go work out. Go do something you love to do. Go to a movie. Go to go do something. You know, you got to take care of your mental health in these crazy times because there's going to be a lot more pain to come, and it will get worse before it gets better. And I truly believe that. But anyway, there you guys have it. That'll go ahead and conclude today's video. I am still in Utah, as you can see in my hotel room, and I am going to go hike the mountains again. It's been fun. But anyway, that's it. That'll go ahead and conclude today's video. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one.